Just Slates here. I'm 5'8". I weighed in this morning at 232, and I trained with this guy here.
Todd Whitting, 5'9", about 240-ish. And we're up at Coop's Gym in Saginaw. Train some shoulders and a little bis and tris.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna hand it over to Justin because he's the man of the hour. He's got the show coming up in a few weeks. Here you go.
Yeah, I'll take it. All right, I was definitely down mainly to get the posing in, and I love that we did that, but I was like, hell yeah, let's do a video. I'm down for it. Did shoulders today. I always like to start with the press, and he said the same thing. And I felt like, we kept it simple. We just went right to just a straight free weight machine shoulder press. It was good. I like that idea, what we did. We'll just start heavy and then do a drop, get those going. If you notice what we were doing, like it came up like, let's do that idea, do a burnout, and then do like a pause reps. It's like a explode. It's so crazy how I got to hold this and try to explain something while I'm just going like, can you hear me, Jeff? Yeah? So I got to do that. So then we did side raises. Those were pretty good. What's funny, Jeff? Yeah. Are you going to have to edit this? Because don't. You got to keep this in. Exactly.
Like you and Todd are polar opposites here.
I know.
Are we? Yeah, it's great.
What, just because I have hair?
No, it's the hair.
It's a hair. We got in the good side raises. We both agreed on it, and I really like to do them sitting down more. Every so often I like standing up, but I just like the idea of sitting down to have more of just focusing on the shoulders versus always, if you're standing up, you're going to start using a little extra muscle. But like we're bodybuilders here. We're trying to focus on tension of just the muscle, not adding in strength, which is nothing wrong, but it's the idea of a muscle pump, And then what we did the upright rows, and then we did the reverse, what is it? Reverse delt flies,
Rear delt flies.
Remember, I can't remember.
Yeah, and that was, we did the upright rows, you said?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cables.
We did the cable upright rows, and then we did those reverse flies, and that was our shoulder workout. Yeah.
So he didn't want to. Well, you didn't. Your idea wasn't to do arms, or is it?
No, but I
have 22-inch arms.
Yeah. It was like. I'm kind of a little disappointed on what you just said on 22 when they measured 23, sir.
Oh.
I mean, that's
a big difference.
That kind of brought a tear to my eyes. I know. Give me a minute. We talked about it in the past videos, of course. With me, I went to a change. I used to train him 5 times a week, and it was always blasting. But as I continuously have gained size, and my muscle is like almost getting harder to heal, so I had to lower it down. And I was telling him, all I do is I do 2 days. I always do a bicep and tricep. I don't like that idea of splitting it. I don't like that, really, to me. So I do like one exercise. You were shocked on this. Only one exercise, the bicep, one extra triceps. Well, we just did 4 sets each, and that's all I do that 2 times a week on a chest and back day. And then shoulders, normally I don't do arms, but I actually missed my arms this weekend anyway, so I said, whatever, let's do it, add it in. And then on Saturdays, I think I've told you this before, we did one together where I just blast my arms, the last video, where I had that cool Easy tank on. I got the Lil Wayne on this time. Easy A tank top. Jeez, what the fuck? He doesn't remember shit.
I didn't realize you had a Lil Wayne shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's my style. Because these guys, I look up to them. I like how they had to hustle to get by. I got to do what I got to do to get by, and that's how everybody should look at it. You got to do that. Look at that guy. He's doing a good lat spread over there. He looks pretty good. I'm just dazing off. But I'm excited. We're 5.5 weeks out from Mr. Michigan. Game plan is definitely we're going to win it. Definitely, 100%. And I know I'm going to probably make more heavyweight. I mean, if I'm weighing 232, 5.5 weeks out, still got to lose water. What does that normally average out to on dropping water? What, 5 pounds, 10 pounds?
Yeah, you probably have 5 pounds of water that needs to come off to really show the definition, and then a couple pounds of fat too. Just being honest, right? If you want to be shredded up there, I think that's kind of, not that I know everything about your competition history, but the times that I have seen you in person and in pictures, everything's there. It's just the conditioning, right? Like that's kind of been the missing link, and I think you've got a good team behind you this year.
Thanks, Justin. Thank you.
That's Justin Harris.
Yeah, tell them about your guest posing. I mean,
Yeah. So I did a guest posing this past weekend at the Flint, Mid-Michigan. That was the first time I've ever done that before, and I think it went pretty well. Yeah, I got some pretty good feedback from everybody who saw it in person or saw the videos or pictures. So that felt pretty cool. Felt pretty good to be a pro and to be told that I looked like a pro. So I guess I'm doing something right. Yeah.
I'll take this. Yeah. Well, so that's one thing. Like, I like the fact that you just said pro. This is the second time I've done a video with a pro, and it just motivates me. You know, we got to keep going. Second time we're gonna pro. I like that. You know, it just motivates me. You know, Dan. Now I got to train with him, and it's just always good. I like to learn from people. Definitely, I'm not arrogant at all. I love that how he helped me pose for sure. I feel like I got everything I need. Of course, still practice no matter what, but I feel like I got all my memory in on where I need to be on my like motion and flexing everything, and that's what's perfect to me. Because a rear double bicep, a rear lat spread, I can't see that, but he told me where to go. It seems like it fit in perfectly. See?
Yeah, I mean that was really the reason we kind of linked up today was to work on the posing, because you said you weren't really comfortable with those couple back poses, and it's just some little tweaks that I saw.
Tell him about how I'm not relaxed enough.
Well, I think you were really tense, right? Like we were kind of going through these mandatory poses, and you were tense and flexing really hard, and then all of a sudden we kind of had a break, and you kind of did these classic poses, and I was like, what was that? What was that? Hey, what you just did? I want you to do that for your mandatory poses, right?
Yeah, I thought the idea was to flex as hard as you can.
Yeah.
So I guess I was wrong on that.
Well,
But it helps because I hold my poses really long. You
yeah.
know?
I mean, I think it's probably good to practice posing very hard, but then you're going to build up that endurance to the point where you can then pose hard, but it looks effortless, right? Yeah. It's just like training, right? As the weights get heavier, all of a sudden what used to be hard for you is easy.
Right. Because here, I'll take it. See, the thing is, this is, I can't remember if I said it in my last video or not, but a lot of the things that a thing I do actually with my posing is, this is how I practice it, and I practice it in two different ways. The first, what I do is, all right, not trying to be weird or anything, but when I'm in the shower, I turn that on, a hot shower, and I hold my flexes in the hot shower for a minute every single time, and it gets hard to breathe because of the heat. And what's so funny?
You're torturing yourself.
Torturing myself, yeah. It's hard. It's like you can't breathe. Your body continuously is getting heated, and you're automatically getting tighter. And I do that obviously I take a shower every day, and I do it every damn day. You know, and then like every night before I go to sleep, I at least, I know I sometimes I choose about a week not to shower. No, I'm not like that. So then, like, normally at night, I always practice my posing just as well, you know, and yeah. What else was I going to say? I'm glad you can edit this because I got to think. I don't know. Tell about what's up and coming or not. Up and coming or not.
What do you mean?
Next year.
Talk about your diet and cardio, what Justin is doing. Justin Harris is doing.
talk about that first.
Yeah.
It's like, so Justin got to me, man, he dropped it pretty hard. I didn't see that coming. This was crazy. He went 345 carbs. I was like, and then he changed it up. What did he drop? 340. He just dropped 5 carbs. I was like, okay, I can dig it. It's like only 5 carbs. And then, I mean, he must have had a trick. I mean, I'm listening to him, and then next thing you know, it drops down to 290. But the thing is, I mean, I like how I keep maintaining weight, but I keep getting leaner. And all I can say is if you know you're getting leaner is when you continuously see new veins. So, yeah, I like that guy's shirt. Death Row Records, baby. And I'm trying to think. Been on the diet. He upped my cardio 5 times a week, 30 minutes. What I like to do is, because he has me on HIIT cardio, I like to do it different ways. I mainly just use the bike or elliptical, and what I like to do on the bike is I don't do the seating one. It just gets my lower back too much. But the thing is, what I like to do is I do the seated like this, how I'm sitting down, and I like to go for a minute, high resistance, but try to get that going for a good minute, and then I lower it down, no resistance, and go as fast as I can. And then I keep doing that. I do that for 30 minutes, how he has me. And now when I get on elliptical, I go slow, and then I'll go a fast minute, but I put that elliptical at a high incline. So instead of doing this, it's more like that. You know, in a way, I can't, like, my knees have gotten to me to where it's just too hard to do a stair step or without them feeling like they're going to explode. I mean, like, huh?
Is that what he recommends to do?
He just had the option. He just said optional. Yeah, cardio. And he put the recommendations on there, and the ones I'm doing is him. Yeah, I just got word. I've only told a couple of people, and I was expected this to be a little bit more simple than, but it's not. I got a call, and it was an appointment, and I got the results back. I had the information. I mean, I had the testing in October, but I didn't get to see them, and I had to set an appointment, and they set one up. And of course, it takes forever because of the virus thing going on. And I had an appointment, and it was actually over the phone, and they were telling me, and I talked about it, and probably, I think the video I did with Dan about how the RNS implant was going to happen, they can't do it. So they're going to have to remove the damaged area, and they said it can, after this, it'll take about a good 2 years to get back at it, and it's going to affect me to where I'm going to have to get my memory back and to speak properly, and it could take up to 2 years to heal, you know. So I want to go all out. I want it all this year. I keep touch you. I don't want to get like too. I don't want to get like
I get it. With things spin.
Yeah. But you know, I'm just ready to finish strong. If I don't have surgery, so those effects of memory and speech, like let's say that there are already signs out of a year. It slowly did get worse a little bit on the way that they were talking to me about the brain waves. And they said over years it most likely would get worse, and how I said it'll take 2 years to recover. The longer I wait, it'll be more like 2 years, so it'll be like over the amount of years to possibly just, they're saying pretty much however long I wait, the more it's going to be getting to the point where it could be permanent.
Well, because you always recoup faster when you're younger.
Exactly, recoup faster when younger, and it's just thinking if I hold it out, because in the future, no matter what, if seizures continuously start to get worse over time, which that most likely would happen, it'd have to be removed anyways, but it could take years. Who knows? I haven't had a seizure since December 6th. The one that was really bad was November 2nd. It was crazy. It was like a year after my comp. And November 2nd, I can't remember. I don't want to.
What was the reason you came behind the RNS? They said it was more of a diagnostic.
The way they were explaining it to me is because we did the spec evaluation was another form of seizure evaluation, but the whole point is they were literally in my room in the morning waiting for me to have a seizure, and they were going to pump that dye into me, and like they had to hold my arm down. They tied that thing down, and the whole point is like when a seizure, so I don't move my arm, and they would hurry up and put a dye in, so that would be putting like finding that area of where it's damaged and where it need to be in. And the whole point of the RNS is mainly to continuously scan it and to give them information. They're telling me every morning I'm going to have to do, like, put it in there for information. And they give me a computer, send it to them. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that every morning. And they said I would have to see them every 2 to 3 months for 3 years straight. And they're like saying, but then she was telling me, you know, we can do this, yes, and it's helped. The way it was coming off is it was mainly help for people in the future. Like, exactly. So doesn't mean it's going to help heal this.
And because the surgeons would still have to go in, the surgeons would want to just remove the area.
It's like, she was like telling me, it's like, most likely it'll still have to be removed. So why put something in there to protect my seizures when she's basically still saying it will happen with seizures and that still will be having to remove. And she was even telling me, it's like, I can talk to them about it, but to tell you the truth, the surgeons are not going to really probably approve of the RNS. So
And from last year's testing, it showed a discrepancy within a year. That there was, for the brain waves showed a difference in a year.
Yeah. Because in 2019 is, like I told you in the past ones, that one was scary. And what I was going to tell you about that November 2nd seizure I had was horrible. It was scary. I can't remember. Did I tell you about that? Did I or not?
Yeah, that's when we were throwing up.
No, that one, no, not that one. November 2nd, that was in February 17th. I remember that damn day. It was February 17th, 2020. It's gone a year ago, 2020. And that's where I came close to basically dying and choking on my puke while I was having a seizure. And then the one, I don't think I brought this one up, but like November 2nd, it was the one, like I said, it was like a year after my comp. I remember waking up and having a seizure. My whole body is frozen and I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was going to die because I don't understand. My body wasn't letting me breathe. It's like I couldn't find, my whole body's stiff. And I live in an apartment for safety reasons for like situations like this. You know, I got to find a way to be safe and live alone. You know, it sucks, but you know, it's what I have to deal with, you know. And
is there a term for the kind you have where they only have at nighttime?
The way my epilepsy is they diagnosed me with a form of epilepsy, which it only happen if the brain is at rest. You know, so if I'm up, I'm working. In a way, I don't ever have to be paranoid if I'm awake to have a seizure. But if I go to sleep, yeah, exactly. So if I'm going to tell you, it sucks to say this, but I don't think of it, but you never know if I'm going to wake up. Sometimes, you know. So the one that happened on November 2nd, I remember I was just so stiff. And I wasn't breathing, and I tried turning over my whole body, like they have a cord there. My whole body's like this. I'm trying my hardest to get over there to pull that thing because I literally thought I wasn't going to be able to breathe again, and I needed to find some way of help before I was going to die. And then as I was turning over, it like literally felt like that just went up. It almost felt like I was flying up in the air, and then I just sank down. I look at the time I wake up, I'm like, it's 2 a.m. What the hell? I went to sleep at 1 a.m. It only took about an hour for that to happen. You know, that's what I'm saying is when I go to sleep, I don't know. You know?
This isn't like, so people understand, this isn't normal epilepsy. This was from leukemia damage, right?
This is from chemotherapy. Yeah, chemotherapy. when in that damaged area. And over time, it would just, like I said, get this done now, try to heal, because over time, it's just going to make it worse. Like they were saying, just like, let's just put it this way. I have really bad short memory loss, so I could, talk and then I go into pause. Now think of over time, the older I get, think it gets to a point where I'm just not going to be able to talk, because I'm not going to be able to remember how we put a sentence together. I mean, think of that at a young age like this. I'm just doing the best I can to get by, though. That's why I'm taking this really serious this year, because it could take me out 2 years from now. And I mean, I believe mainly because I'm healthy and I stay strong, and I've been in the hospital all my life and out of my life. So it's like, I believe I'll come out of it faster in 2 years. I believe that for sure. I mean, I just gotta stay strong. I never think negative. Like, people are like, dude, oh my gosh, do you feel scared? Like, I'm used to it. I hate to say that. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the hand you're dealt. Fucking deal with it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. I can't. What am I gonna do? Bitch about it? Like, this is where I feel like this surgery though will take me out, make a life a little bit more difficult on getting by, but doesn't mean that I'm not gonna keep, working hard. You're gonna have to edit out that.
Oh. Yeah, so we worked on some posing, and really, like, it was just the back poses and kind of the placement of Justin's legs, in a little bit of his arm positioning. But really, I think that it starts from the ground up. I feel like once you got that solid base and the balance, then your upper body kind of flowed better and was positioned better.
I love where you put it. I love where you put it, because it actually felt more comfortable. Because like we were saying is, I tense up too much, and when he put me in more relaxed position, I'm actually even seeing a little bit more definition. That's the thing. I've had people say that I flex pretty good, and I learned on my own, but I love the fact that I got a second view on it, and he made me feel a lot better. And the pictures that he took definitely showed a good difference for sure. I like that.
Yeah, man. So I think if you just keep working on that, perfect that, you're going to get up on stage and you're going to be awesome. You got 5.5 more weeks, grind it out, get up there and kick some ass, man.
Hell yeah. Glad I had a good day with you, buddy.
Hell yeah.